major test for a couple of squads who've gotten out of the gate undefeated. It's the Stanford Cardinal and the Duke Blue Devils. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
For the Duke Blue Devils, you might have known this school for basketball, but wait just a minute. Football is making some noise. Coming off an ACC championship game appearance last year and a title, they are primed to make another run. 6-2 in the league last season. Manny Diaz has his team ascending. Can they replace their quarterback? That's the big question as they get ready to kick things off here in Wallace Wade Stadium. Reese?
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Blue Devils headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Cardinal offense will take the field to get things underway. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring.
Turning it on! And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. Moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Quarterback may change this route. The run inside. It's Ford. They knock him down inside the 30 at the 29. It's a pickup of 6. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on 1st down. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Urban. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Stanford going back to work with another 1st down. Here comes the heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
And for DBs out there trying to stop these short slant routes against man coverage, being physical is really key. You want to get your hands on the wide receiver and really try to disrupt that timing between the QB and his target.
Now the play fake. He's got it on the move. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinal! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They march 79 yards on the drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Duke's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now we take a look at Nate Shepard. It is on him. He's their best player to make this offense go.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, #1 job for this defense, man. Try to make him play in the phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that.
Trying to make magic with his feet. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. finds his man. It's Richardson. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Blue Devils are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Right down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Bringing it back. He's inside the 40. At the 20. The pick six. He takes it in. Touchdown, Stanford.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Unloads quickly. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. 3rd and 6 yards to go. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we've got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Running into the open space. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on 3rd down. You've got to be able to run it as well. And they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
Turns it loose. Makes a deep grab. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Receiver, gain of 35 on the play. 1st and goal.
New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense.
Now giving up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They've got to shore up their play in the back half.
Here comes the Duke offense to start the drive. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first.
Makes the grab in their space. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Wants to throw it again. Rushes on him. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Bringing the heat. Lets it fly on the move. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Just don't feel like the quarterback's in a rhythm so far. He's had accuracy issues. That last throw was underthrown, but we've seen bad decisions trying to force the football in places it just shouldn't go, and that's why he's already thrown multiple interceptions.
Pocket breaking down. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
A loss of 2 yards on the play.
We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. Trying to pick out that touchdown, Blue Devils. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. Using his legs, it's Ford. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. The Cardinal come to the line with lots of work to do on 3rd down. Back to pass, it's Warren. Makes the catch. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. They've been very sharp on this drive so far. Now 1st and 10 from the 43. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Ford. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off the boot, looking for his man. He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it down the field. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Cardinal at the line with the 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Trying to run, it's Ford. Picked up maybe a yard. It's down at the 16.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. Here's a heat. Breaks loose. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That is what I'm talking about. So many guys lose where they're at on the field, lose the down and distance. It's 3rd down. I can't slide. QB knows it. Nice job using his noggin and his heart, lowering the shoulder to get the 1st down on 3rd down.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Stanford! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. They go 83 yards on the drive, and it was capped off with the 8-yard run. Coming out with it, it's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Blue Devil offense will try to get things going on this drive. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when we're talking Duke offense this year, it's going to start and end with Shepard at running back because this offense lost a lot of pieces. They lost their quarterback. They lost their best receiver, both to Miami. But Shepard stays, and so the identity for me.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Zings it complete to the right. He'll have enough for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 45. The Blue Devils will hustle to the line. They've been steamrolled so far in this first half, David, but maybe a little positive momentum to take to the locker room.
Well, and I like you got the first down of the drive, so maybe you can build on this now. I would play with some tempo, obviously getting closer to halftime here. Maybe create some momentum, get a score here, and cut into this lead.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. 3rd and 6 yards to go. Sends it back in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the 1st down? And the Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs.
And that's a big play for this offense, and they need to get going. They've built themselves a deficit. They need points on this drive, or else, guys, the second half, we're going to be telling old war stories, right? Like back in my day, and Jesse did this, and I did that. So, I mean, come on, offense. Let's put this together. Let's keep this game competitive.
Finds his man. It's Nicholas. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. The Blue Devils, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the pass.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that 1st down. He does.
Going downfield for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
And the defense finally stops him, right? He's had a heck of a day, and they're taking a shot down the field to him. And I think they've gone to their go-to guy because he's put up numbers, and he's been productive, and he's got that speed on the outside. Defense is definitely...
Here's a little room there. They'll mark him down at the 17, and that'll be enough to move the chains. 1st and 10 from their own 17. Right back to the well. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quarterback making checks. Back to throw, it's Warren. Unloads to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. The Cardinal coming off that big pass back to the line. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the back. Makes the grab. It's Ford. There he goes. All the way down to the 11 before he goes out of bounds, and this offense strikes quickly. The Cardinal at the line with the 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Touchdown, Cardinal! A great catch and run for 6.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
35-7.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially...
And man, oh man, he is in the dark tonight. His 4th interception. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Throws for the tight end. Soft spot in the middle. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job.
You just can't go backwards there. He did, and they swarmed him for a safety.
Well, he was trying his best to get out of the end zone, but the penetration up front is what got that safety for the defense. Shooting their gaps, winning the one-on-ones. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We start with a look at LSU taking on the number 19 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's LSU trying to stay perfect as they eye a 5th straight win. It's been a dream start to the season, and really this game here today as well. Time to find out if they can finish the job. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside SEC. Now over to your game at Wallace Wade Stadium. What a day so far from that stud linebacker. He's truly the quarterback of that defense, and he's really dictating the way things are going. A dynamic defender in every sense of the word. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Brooks Field inside Wallace Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Howie, what did you find out coming from the locker room?
Guys, catching up with Coach Diaz at the half, they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game with one route. But their defense has been stout and solid. We'll see if they can continue to do that here as that wide receiver gets the ball here to start the second half. Back to you guys.
Appreciate that, Holly. The lone back's got it. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
Quarterback had everything he wanted there. He knew pre-snap exactly where he was going. Of course he was going to be going towards his primary target. He just can't hook up for the completion.
Off the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. From the red zone, it's Ford. Beck's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Stanford! And they take it in for 6 more points. And with the extra point, they push the lead. A little further. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moore. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Got it set up on the outside. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. A third and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Trying play action. Under fire. He's sacked. This defense all over him. And the Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and take it back. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Cardinal offense takes the field, ready to attack. The short hands, it's Brown. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Short completion on first down, and here comes second and 8. Running inside, it's Irvin. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. Wants to throw. It's Warren. Quickly complete. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Gonna run it. It's Irvin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10.
And a lot of times the fit up front, you know, linebackers are fitting holes and that ball bounces and it's supposed to go somewhere. And sometimes it goes to a DB and the offense will get a W. Like they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
Well, I guarantee you one thing, and at halftime with the big lead, there were no conversations about, hey, let's run the ball, let's slow it down, let's bleed the clock, keep our defense fresh. They are staying aggressive.
Throws toward the end zone. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's second down. They're dealing with a second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. This time he's got his man. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. It's first and goal as Stanford comes to the line. The snap sets up to throw. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Cardinal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Got a man in the middle. Bulldozes his way through. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Personal foul.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, coming out of the tunnel in the 3rd quarter, this quarterback now is really struggling with his decision-making. 2 picks here in the 3rd quarter. This looks like Jekyll and Hyde from what we saw in the first half.
Well, and the bad thing is they're going to be in passing situations. They're coming from behind. They're going to need him to play better. Like, he's going to have to read the field better and make some plays if they want to get back in this football game.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield, it's Warren. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Irvin. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23. Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this 3rd and short. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to him. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
4 wide receivers on 2nd and short, guys. The whole playbook at their disposal. Caught in the backfield, it's Nicholas. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Blue Devils come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. It's incomplete, and we'll change ends of the field now. At the end of the quarter, it is Stanford holding the edge. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the third quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. And the Blue Devils will try to pin them back with the punt. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field, finding open areas. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Irvin.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Looking for a gap. It's Irvin. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Off play action. He wants to take the top off. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. This Stanford offense is humming, set up with another 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Warren. It's on target and complete. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. Running inside, it's Irvin. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires downfield. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just
finding some room. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Looking to the big tight end. He's open on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. The Cardinal at the line with the 1st down. Let's see if they go back to the air. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
That is just what you want defensively, right? Bend, don't break. They drove down the field a little bit. They got second and goal. Boom. Create that negative play. Now they got third and goal. Now they got to make some decisions. Do they want to be conservative? Do they want to be aggressive? Either way.
Hang on just a second. I think they're going to try to get the touchdown here. Man, this could be a gamble, guys. They could come up empty. To the air. It's Warren. Fires to the end zone. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs. Off the play fake on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10. It's first down from their own 23-yard line. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. From their own 23, it'll be first and 10. Gonna run it. It's McKenzie. Pickup of 5. It's now second and 5. Timeout is called by the Cardinal. That's their first. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Halfway there on first down, it's second and 5. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Looking downfield on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? They'll throw again after the incompletion. Catch in the middle. It's Brown. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's third and long. Back to throw. It's Warren. Working that left side now. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. Stanford now has it in the red zone. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Irvin. Maybe a crease. He's pulled down after a tough run. Gets it to the 6.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they've put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape,
and they're going to score again, yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. They'll start this drive going to the air. Oh, he makes the catch.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Going to the running game. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play.
Timeout, Stanford.
After this, it'll be a wrap. The run inside. It's Campbell. Nowhere for him to run again, and now 4th down is going to be a tough one. Timeout is called with just 2 seconds left to go. The Blue Devils will punt this one away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He'll field the punt. They'll bring him down. The clock is at 0, and that is how this one will wrap up. Well, these guys have gotten off to a great start, getting out of the gate 3-0. Jesse, do we have a contender on our hands?
I know it's early, Reese, but this looks like a team right now that could be in that college football playoff discussion come year's end. They've got the playmakers. They've got an outstanding coaching staff. They've overcome some tests early, David. I know it's a long season, but they at least look like they're for real.
They definitely look the part. They look like they're for real. But you know what happens throughout a season. You lose momentum and injury happens. So they're definitely one of those teams we're going to continue to talk about. But it's still early. It's week 3.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis.